Okay, back for another stream. It's just becoming daytime. And so that's my little dirt house. Well, no, it's not a dirt house. It's a dirt door. Oh yeah, you can hear the monsters dying. Got my little hole in the ground. I came on and did a little bit off stream to sort some things out, try to figure some things out last time. So we've almost got enough string because I've been trying to work out the spider farm, which I have now. It was it was a bit of a trial. I was basically building it all out of dirt. Doesn't work. You need some slabs in there to do it the way I was doing it. And I know that now. But it means I've got quite a lot of string, which we'll use to make wool, to make our bed. And should be able to just go get some more from the farm in a minute. So we should be able to sleep tomorrow night. Maybe. The farm got a bit bigger. So things are looking a bit nicer. We've got my 2 little flowers by the house. And 2 little flowers by the farm. That box up there, that's the spider farm. I guess I'll grab I'll harvest a bit of this. And then get up to the spider farm. Oh yeah, I got one more bit of iron as well. From a zombie dropped it while I was doing things. I'll go have another look at the chest. I think there are some other random little bits and bobs that... Because basically everything is scarce in this world. So the few little things you pick up here and there sometimes can be useful. Let's have a little look. So... a bit more sand. Oh yeah, snowballs. So I discovered, I didn't know this, that... Oh, got a multiple weeds. No, I don't. I discovered that when a creeper blows up on snow, that the snow doesn't get destroyed, it becomes... Well, it does, obviously. But it creates snowballs, which normally, obviously, you need to use a shovel to get. So I'll store that little piece of information away. Remember that, because I don't think you can make snow blocks without getting snowballs first, can you? Yep, but I'm still hurt and a bit hungry. I did die a few times while I was faffing about. Yeah, so let's go have a look at this. Let's have a little listen. We might be able to hear some spiders. Don't think we can. But that's what it looks like inside. You'll see we've got some slabs on top now. Basically, the problem is, for any mob to spawn, it needs, like, a space too high. And even spiders, even though they're only 1 block high. But you can get around that if the block on top isn't a solid block, and that apparently, just from my experiments, that includes slabs. So if the block on top is a slab, spiders can still spawn, because they check for being too high and they check for the amount of space actually needs. There's 2 separate things to go on. And yeah, but theoretically this should work. And if I go up in the air and come back down, spiders should be able to spawn in there. And hopefully I just need 2 more string to be able to build a bed. And that will improve the quality of my Minecraft life drastically. That'd be very nice if I could actually get a night's sleep. I've been putting a lot of all-nighters recently. It's not been good. Yeah, so we've got to go. Well, I don't know whether you have to do this or how high you definitely can't stand right next to it for it to work. I'm not sure what's the most efficient distance, but going 128 up. I mean, it's a bit of a faff, but it definitely works, and there are short distances that don't work very reliably. So, man, I hope it actually works. I have done it a few times. Oh yeah, let's have a look around. This world doesn't have a lot of. So obviously, in general, it's just the same everywhere. But sometimes you can get some. Oh hey, someone's here. Say hi if you want to. So I'm in a stone world. Don't know if you know. Obviously, you'll have gathered from the title. There's no trees. Basically, I'm playing in a world that is all one biome. It's the stone shore biome, which is why there's so much stone around. You may be wondering why I'm at the top of the tower. I don't know how much you've seen, but basically I have a spider farm down there because there's no passive mobs in this world, so I can't get wool for sheep. So I need to get string from spiders to turn into wool to make a bed. Because I do have a few bits of wood, by the way. I had a bonus chest. So that's basically all the wood I'm going to have for a long time. I will be able to get a bit more wood later on. I'll have to go find an abandoned mineshaft. I'll be able to get wood that way. And I will be able to get saplings in the future as well, maybe. But that'll be a bit tricky, that's a long way off. So, I've got a spider farm to get string, to make wool, to make a bed. And that's what I'm doing right now. It's been a long few days of pulling all-nighters, and I mean I made a little bit of progress. You can see my farm down there. Those two little dots next to it, you can maybe make them out. They're two little plant pots with flowers in, because there's not a lot of greenery in this world, but there are a few flowers around. Oh, by the way, I got the seeds for the farm. There's not grass blocks. You can see these are like, it's all dirt. But long grass does spoil occasionally, just sitting on top of just dirt. So you can run around and find a few seeds. So I've managed to start a farm. And there are lots of other little tricks and things that I'm going to be using to actually build up a world. Oh, we can hear the spiders. Oh, that's a relief. Yeah, I love that sound. Okay, let's have a look inside. So obviously, spiders can't get out of the one wide gap. So you can just stand here and you can enjoy the sound of me punching a spider to death for a few minutes. Oh, there's like 4 in there. That's lovely. You should be able to get 2 string from these guys. That's all I need left. Got 10 string already. Need 12 to make the wool, to make the bed. There we go. Oh, that's enough already. Yeah, so now I've got a spider farm, the next thing to do is going to be to make a farm for other mobs, a more general farm. Because I should be able to tempt them out. Come on, spider. Come on. Yeah, so we should be able to make a general mob farm, be able to get some bone meal, which would be good for our food farm, but also should be able to get some. Oh, that's not good. Should be able to get bows and arrows, which will obviously be very nice. Oh yeah, because don't know if you've seen the previous stream, but got to be very careful about how many tools I build because we don't have a lot of, as I say, we don't have wood. So the number of sticks I'll be using, I'm going to be very careful with that. Can't build really any tools. Yeah, might be easier to, there we go. Okay, let's get this guy. So I'm not going to be building swords. I will be able to get swords without building them. I'm going to be going in the nether and farming some pigmen, get some golden swords. But for the moment, no swords. So if we can get bows and arrows, dropped from lots of skeletons, then that'll help us a lot. Wait, did I lose some blocks? I think I did. Oh, it's going night time. Let's go build a bed. Oh, it's going to be so wonderful. I'm so tired. Oh. Okay, yeah, also I've got, so I've got some iron lying around, and I've got 3 ingots smelted. So I'll make a bucket in a minute and spread out my farm a little bit more. Have a be a bit more controlled about. There's my 3 planks of wood set aside. Okay, let's do it like this one. And oh, why isn't the bed coming up? Okay. Oh yes. And of course, this also probably. I mean, I do technically have wood. I got, so I can't. One of the main reasons why I don't want to ever use that wood for anything else is, oh, let's just sleep, is that I might need it to make a new bed if something ever happens to this one. If I don't have that wood, if I don't have that wood lying around, I'm screwed. This I've got, and of course, with this wood, I've only got one more chance. I've only got one. Maybe I should put my bed at the back of the house, not the front of the house. That's probably a good idea. Let's do that. There we go. Yeah, so I've only got one redo on the bed. And then no more chances. Hopefully I'll have found other sources of wood by the time, like if that ever becomes a problem. And of course the main risk to my bed will be when I go, I'll probably take it with me when I go travelling off to find mine shafts later in this Minecraft life. So that'll be a bit of a risk. And hopefully I'll have plenty of useful supplies by then to make it work. Okay, I think I'm gonna spread out my farm. Gonna maybe put some farm up here because it's kind of the only thing I can grow right now. The only scenery I can make a bit more organic, a bit less just stone. So I'll start spreading out farms around. I've got a bucket in here so I can get some. I haven't got a bucket. I've got 3 ingots in here so I can get myself a water block and grab these seeds. There we go. Okay, I've got 1 bone, so I could do some bone meal, but probably won't. Don't really need it at the moment though. Okay, so I've got enough. That won't be enough for the old square, and actually we've basically got enough farm to like keep myself alive, at least until it just naturally gets bigger as I build it. So I'm not going to try and do it super efficiently. I'm going to try and make it look a bit more like organic and natural, and like things are just growing in this world. Obviously it is still just going to, I mean, I'll do my best. I've only got wheat to work with, but let's see. How far? So I've got 4 blocks out here. Suppose we could really push the boat out. There could be more than one source block of water here, couldn't there? So it could basically be whatever size I want it to be, couldn't it? Okay. Yeah, this will be good. This will be a nice start. Have a nice. What do you think? Can I just get my? We'll reshape it in a minute. Hey, someone's here. How you doing? I'm playing Minecraft in a bit of a niche world, a bit of a strange world. This is all one biome that I'm playing in. This is all Stone Shore biome. So, as you can see, it's lacking trees a little bit, but I've got a tiny bit of wood because I started with a bonus chest, and I will be able to get some more wood in the future, and be a bit of a journey to get to that stage. But I've got a few tricks and things I'm planning on using to get by until I can get better sources. But at the moment, well, I have a spider farm up there. I'll show you that in a second. But you might be able to tell there isn't actually any grass blocks around either. But there is long grass. Like, long grass spawns in occasionally just on top of these dirt blocks. So I've been able to find some seeds, so I can begin to make the world a little bit, grow a few plants in this world, in this entirely stone world. Basically, the long-term plan that I'm thinking of at the moment is that basically, is to try and turn this into, like, gradually I'll be able to accumulate different kind of plants and things in various ways and begin to kind of make it more of a natural scenery, grow a verdant paradise of plants and things. I will be able to get saplings in the future. It'll be a bit of a journey, but it is possible. The first way I'll be looking at getting wood will be trying to find abandoned mine shafts. Obviously they've got wood in them, and there are abandoned mine shafts in this world. But that'll be a bit of a journey, and I've only got so many supplies to be able to do that safely. I'm not trying to do this farm efficiently, by the way. I'm not eating very much at the moment. I am rationing my food, but we're going to be able to make plenty of food. What I'm more interested in is growing stuff. Is making it look a bit less harsh and stone. I want to turn it into a nice, abundant place. See, I did find a few flowers around the place, and there is clay around, so I've made a few little plant pots to make things a bit nicer. I could have just jumped up on it. Yeah, once I've done this, I do have another, so I'll show you my spider farm, and there's another mob farm, because there aren't really any passive mobs. There are a few ways in the future we'll be able to get passive mobs, a few little tricks, but at the moment, there ain't anything. So I don't know when you started watching, but I just built a bed, my first bed, and hopefully the only bed I will ever need to build. Okay, I'll say that. But yeah, so I had to make that out of spider string. Okay, here we go. Are these, looks like, is everything covered? Yeah, that'll be covered. It goes to here. Yeah, everything's irrigated. Cool. So the plan now, I've got a second mob farm to build. Gonna build, so as I say, I've got my spider mob farm, my spider farm. Now I'm gonna need a lot more dirt. Now what I'm gonna be building is a general mob farm. Spiders won't spawn in it, but all the other hostile mobs will spawn in it, or like the normal ones. Mostly doing that so that we can get some zombie flesh is nice, but the big thing is bone meal and bows and arrows. I'll be building it up on, maybe up there, build it up high, similar way to I built that up high, the spider farm up high, so that it's easy to position myself in a way that doesn't let other mobs spawn. Only lets mobs spawn in the farm. I am gonna need more dirt because everything is dirt right now. Well, apart from the top of my spider spawner, it turns out that absolutely can't be dirt. So we'd like somebody had to spend some cobble on that. Yeah, cobble is doable, but is a bit expensive because my pick does have a finite life, so I've got to be very picky about what I spend cobble on. But dirt, you can do anything with dirt. Okay, I won't get too much. Maybe get one more stack and then start building. So you can see the general shape of the farm I'm going to build. And this one, you definitely can build entirely out of dirt. I've done it just in dirt many times before. So hopefully this won't be a disappointment. Yeah, so I like doing these kind of survival maps where you're in a bit of an extreme environment and don't have a lot of resources, have a lot of restrictions on what you're doing. I came up with this farm I'm about to build while I was trying to play survival flatlands. You can't. The way I was doing it, you can't get very far. You can do a few things, but I wasn't playing. I was playing without structures and seeing what you could do. And okay, let's go back. Fortunately, thank God, I have a bed. Yeah, you can't do much on that world. Although you can maybe do more than you would expect, but you can build a mob farm, which is basically the thing you can do. You can breed a lot of chickens as well. Oh, I need to get home. Oh, I've left it too late. Really, I don't want it even to become nighttime because I want to stop things spawning. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really make much difference, but let's do our best to survive. The dirt door. Okay. My first day on a good night's sleep. I'm feeling good. Let's go build. Yeah, let's go up. We'll quickly go via the... Oh, hey, buddy. Cool creeper. Let's go via the spider farm. See if we've got any. I won't go up high. I might, like I did since last stream, I might check in off stream and maybe build up a few resources and things. Because a lot of these things aren't the best watching. And I hope the stream will get a bit more interesting as we get a bit more developed. We will gradually have more opportunities as we build up our tools. I could build it over here. It annoys me that it's lower than that. I want it. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, but we do need it. I mean, this is going to be... Oh! Occasionally, just occasionally, I confuse the sprint and the sneak. It's not very good habit to have. Oh, there's a steep cliff over there. Let's go over there. But so it's going to be a drop. Drop spawner. So we need obviously some hard ground below. I suppose I do have the technology to build a hard ground. So maybe that's what we do if we find a space that. But it's quite nice not to have to travel too far to get to your spawners. Yeah, the way it'll work is. Hey, Sam. Sabians. You're not here anymore. Maybe you were here a second ago and I didn't notice. Or I don't think you're here now. Oh, viewers. Yeah, you are here. Hey, Sambians. Welcome to the stream. You're in for a wild ride. We've been having a lot of fun so far. I do have... So, I'll show you around. I've got a bit of a farm. Only wheat at the moment. But, making progress. Do have some flowers. I found some clay, so I've got these plant pots. And, obviously behind the dirt door. Got this. I only just managed to get my bed because I've been building. I built my spider farm up there, and it. Oh, okay. Hey, Ali. Basically, this world, as you can see, is not like a normal world. This is all one biome. This is all Stone Shore biome. Pretty kind of niche biome, yeah. But what you have probably noticed about it already is that it doesn't have any trees, which can be a bit of a problem. I've got a bit of wood. I started with a bonus chest. I don't know if you know my bonus chest, but you can start with a little chest with a few materials and things, a few resources, including a little bit of wood. You know what? I'm gonna build here. Including a little bit of wood. So I have a very small amount of wood to build the bare necessities. But apart from that, it's going to be a long time before I'm able to get any more. So there are going to be ways of getting more wood, but I'm going to have to ration until then. But the main way I'll be able to get wood at the beginning, or like at first, not first, but when I start doing that, is by finding abandoned mine shafts. Oh, I should really check how high this is actually. I need it to be at least a certain distance. Oh, took a screenshot. 96 high. That is perfect. Okay. So yeah, so at some point, once I'm a bit more established, I'll be going off looking for mine shafts, which will be a bit tricky because I am going to be able to build up some supplies. I'm going to be able to get some weapons and things, but I'm not going to be building them. I've got a pick and I've got a hoe, and they're the only tools I'm going to be building for myself. But I will be able to get this. In fact, actually, I should show you the spider farm. This will be producing. This will be a little farm that lets me kill skeletons. Well, all of the main normal mobs, apart from spiders, so including skeletons. So I'll be able to get some bows and arrows. That'll be the first weapon I'll be able to get. This interesting little room is for spawning spiders. Obviously, it's 1 block high. The only thing that can spawn in there is spiders, so that's quite nice. On top, it would be dirt all over, and it was dirt all over when I first made it, but that doesn't work. It had to be slabs because of the weird mechanics of the game. Basically, mobs need a 2 high gap to spawn in, even if they're only 1 high, except slabs are okay if they're 1 high. So there are lots of various different checks that go into it. It's all a bit finicky. I'm going to need... So yeah, so that's the spider farm. And that's how I got wool to make. So I've made a bed. It took me a while. But another aspect of this biome is that there aren't any passive mobs. There are no animals. There's no sheep. Which means I can't get wool the normal way. But if I kill enough spiders, I can turn string into wool. And then I can use that wool and some of the very small amount of wood that I have. Okay, there's enough. And then use some of the very small amount of wood that I have to make a bed. So I got a bed down there. I'll show you. I don't know if you saw it before. I probably did show you. But, okay, well that's a waste of space. Or a waste of dirt. So I'm building everything in dirt because, as I say, tools are... Oh, I've got my I mean, it's not a big risk. I should also why this biome. Oh yeah, why this biome specifically is because how's the sun doing? Is because it's really the only one that doesn't have trees. That's how did you get? How did I get the idea to do this? That's a good question. So I started off doing these kind of survival games, kind of in fairly extreme, in kind of extreme maps. I started off just playing the Flatland map as survival, without structures. So there's basically nothing. There's nothing there. I mean, there's lots of mobs, obviously, which you can make use of. But it's quite dangerous, and I'm not doing this on hardcore, but I tried doing that on hardcore, where you have to be really careful, and that's where this farm that I'm going to show you, made out of dirt, the idea for that came from, because I needed to farm mobs, and I needed to do it safely, and all I had was dirt. But that was the first time I kind of had the idea, or to do something like this, where you start in a situation that's very, you have very few resources, and just see what you can achieve, see how much you can actually do in it. And from that I started building up a few various techniques and things, and trying to come up with different ideas and stuff, and got quite interested in that. And then I started looking for other maps, other ways of other interesting situations to put myself in. And so I started looking for things, and it was a bit of a journey, because you can kind of there's obviously quite a fine line between a situation that has very few resources that is just impossible to do anything, and a situation that has very few resources that is a challenge, is like actually has some interesting element to it. And those kind of things, you can create them kind of artificially if you you can set up a situation in creative mode and then change the world mode to survival. So you give yourself certain things at the beginning in a weird place, and that's what you get to work with. And like that I did have fun doing a few things like that, but it just didn't feel. I really wanted something a bit more natural, a bit more kind of. Yeah, well, basically with this kind of setup, this is based on. There are just presets in vanilla Minecraft. It's the buffet world type, where you can choose to set the whole world to a single biome. And so I really wanted to find a biome in that would, like, just choose one biome. It was just right there, waiting for me, and it was a natural thing to do, and would be an interesting challenge. So I started looking through them, and yeah, okay, let's get in here. And so most of the biomes, well, most of them have trees, which is the first thing. That basically, if you've got trees, you can do basically anything. Like, yeah, it might be a bit tricky at first. Like, so there is deserts, but I think I ruled out deserts for some reason. I think occasionally they do have trees, like quite rarely, but not kind of rare enough to. Because once you get one tree, it's kind of, you've kind of succeeded really. You can grow more trees. Actually, wait, is it? No, there is dirt. Well, I don't know why I got rid of desert, but I think. So I think a lot of it. The first biome I was immediately drawn to is you can make the whole world void, or the biome void. You can create a void world where there isn't any land, and that was something I was playing with originally, but there are reasons why that doesn't work very well. And then I discovered you could do a world where, oh, I need more dirt. You're gonna have to enjoy me. I'll jump into the ocean. You're gonna have to enjoy me harvesting, collecting some more dirt. Oh, I didn't put my things away, but that's fine. So I was trying a world that was all void biome. And so that creates a world when it's in this kind of buffet type. I can't sprint. Oh, I should go. When it's in this buffet world type where you just choose the biome, you can. So the options you actually have are you can choose the biome and you can choose the world layout. And that means you can have this world layout, which is just basically the normal overworld layout, but you can have the world layout from the Nether as well. So, so that it's basically it's an underground world type. And what's going on here? Do I remembered harvesting more of this dirt than I actually have, but that's not anything. So you can choose an overworld layout. You can choose another kind of underground layout, and you can choose the end floating islands type layout. So in each of them, even if you choose the void biome, they all do have land that's kind of in this sort of layout that has features and whatnot. And if you do the overworld layout on void, basically the only two blocks that there are, I mean apart from air, which is technically a block, but is stone and water, and you get exactly the same shapes of mountains and things. But all you have is the stone and the water. You have the map of the lake sort of thing, and the mountains, but the mountains are all just pure stone, and that really appealed to me because, oh wait, I should show you. I do like the aesthetic of smooth stone, as you may be able to tell from my skin, my nicely camouflaged skin. I'm a big fan of stone. This void world just made me feel really good, really happy, and the idea of being able to start from like something so clean and empty and be able to build up a life and build up maybe plants or kind of terraform it into something more hospitable, just really appealed to me. So I started looking through the biomes, trying to find something that would be similar to that. Like, oh wait, I haven't told you why that one wasn't an option. Because it wasn't, it didn't work out. It turns out, in the void biome, nothing spawns. Nothing whatsoever. You may have thought, well, obviously, that will never work. But if with a bonus chest, if mobs had spawned, I mean, there'd be things you could do. But no mobs spawn in the void, however long you wait. Well, that's actually not technically true. Phantoms do spawn, it turns out. But that's neither here nor there. Endermen don't spawn, apparently, which is a bit sad. No mobs spawn in the void type, which meant it was basically impossible. And that was the main place where I was experimenting by creative worlding in a few things that would allow me to like get somewhere. But I really wanted a cleaner idea, and the kind of the cleanness, the basicness was quite a big part of what appealed to me about doing the void world. So I couldn't really end up with something that it does look pretty cool when you look at the distance from above. Yeah, it's true. We'll have a look in a minute. In the farms, I go up nice and high and come back down to make things spawn in the right places, and you get a good view of the environment. So I'll do that in a minute. Yeah, so basically, I started looking through the biomes, and well, you can see why this is the one I settled on based on that. It's pretty much all stone. I was at first put off by the fact that there's like actual resources and things like in the stone, but you know what? It's still pretty hard to live. So yeah, that's how I ended up here. Yeah, so the main drawback is that, and which means there are obviously certain things we just can't build, certain things we can build just once, certain things we're going to have to find. And the main thing that there's a big restriction on, which has the biggest difference, is I can't just build tools. At the moment, I have a hoe and I have a pick, and they're tools you just can't get by without, or there are lots of things obviously that you just can't do if you don't have those things. So I deemed it worth building them. I did actually my bonus chest did start with my bonus chest started with a stone pickaxe, but I made this hoe so I could make a farm. And the other things I built out of wood. Just two things. I built, obviously, my bed, which I keep talking about. This was my bonus chest. I'm not going to build another chest. And I built a crafting table because I can't survive without that. Oh yeah. Also, one of the first things I did was go out, use that one pick, and went and got some iron, because it means, I'm not actually going to do this yet because I'm going to wear it down a bit more. I need to remember that that's... Oh wait. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that was a close one. You can do something like this. Now, I don't actually want to click it, but like this, you can repair your tools, which is obviously going to be quite useful for making them live a bit longer. You can't do it indefinitely. There's only a finite number of times you can repair your tools. Let's take some of this. So it doesn't make them last forever, but it does make them last a lot longer. And basically, as I say, there's only a specific number of times you can repair them, so I want to repair them for the most that I can each time. So that's why I'm going to wear down the hoe a bit more than it is already. Going to push it to the limit, so that I can get as much tilled earth out of it as I can. Yeah, so that's why I first immediately built an anvil. Then the next thing I did, or at least attempted to do, was build my spider farm. Maybe I will subject you to experiencing how this works, because you can see they're not spawning at the moment. But what I find works can be a little boring, but also, like Sambius was saying, you do get quite good views when you do it. So I build high up into the air, and this means, because I get further away from the ground, and specifically the underground, the mobs that are underground will start despawning and will stop contributing to the mod cap, and that will allow more new mobs to spawn, only in the places that I'm close enough to, which, if I do it like this, will just be my little room now. So let's have a look. So it is a good view, but I am slightly disappointed by this world seed. There's no specific geological formations that are particularly interesting. There's no cool looking mountains really, or at least none that have caught my eye. We'll have a look around this thing. I'll just do a short 128 blocks up. Wait, is that? Oh, it's not. It's coming night time. Okay. Well, this is what it looks like. It is quite a sight, but I also do need to rush down. So let's try and get home. Hopefully, so when I get down, we should be able to hear that spiders have spawned into the farm by the time I get there, and then I can punch them to death with my toolless hands, and maybe get a few more stone. I don't super need that right now, but I'll show you. You can see what happened. And then I'll get back to working on. Oh man, this is the situation. So the biggest risk with this, because it's not that hard to, if you find yourself out at night. I'm not that far from my home. I can probably just run home. But oh, you like it, do you? You think it's a good view? I mean, it is nice, but thing is, I've been playing other worlds, and there's this one world in particular where I've got like this funny little spire over there. It's just like such a nice landmark. I was hoping for something that I'd be able to recognise from a distance, which maybe if I look closely there will be, but things are spawning in. Hopefully, so it doesn't work as well at night, obviously, because everything has more of a chance to spawn in other places. But hopefully, our little room will have had a head start on spawning in. But yeah, this isn't the ideal situation. Yeah, okay. So, oh, there's a skeleton. So the most dangerous part of coming down from the tower like this is skeletons. They'll just shoot you right off of your one wide tower. So the skeleton is there, so I might be able to... Oh, there's a skeleton there as well. Okay, well, I'm probably just going to die. I probably want to make sure I get shot in this. Oh no, he's over there now. Oh, well, I'm going to get shot by that guy first. But I don't want to get shot in this direction. Okay. I'm probably going to want to jump off before he shoots me. Okay. Why don't we just run home and I'll come back in the morning and see if maybe there'll still be spiders spawned in there. Hey guys. Stay back, stay back! Oh, wrecking my farm. Do you know how much that cost me? That's like a thousandth of a home. Oh, okay, hey buddy. Yep, cool, everybody's coming. Yeah, an interesting thing about zombies is that they... Yep, cool. Is that they hoard. And it means if you get one zombie, you get loads of zombies. But it's fine. Just find yourself a little spot and you can deal with it. I was thinking about opening up like the top block of my door and just punching them. Because it can be quite useful to... Oh my plant pot! Guys! Guys! Thanks for the support, Sabians. Zombies are quite a... Right, so we're going to be building the mob farm and farming zombies as well as skeletons. And they are quite a valuable mob to farm in this type because, yeah, they drop rotten flesh. Yeah, my plant. My only friends at the moment. Well, apart from all you wheat, but, well, and you guys, I guess. Yeah, they're a valuable thing because apart from dropping raw flesh, they also drop occasionally. I mean, occasionally they drop tools, but occasionally they drop seeds. I'll go inside first. I'll sleep it out. Okay, we made it back. Maybe there'll still be some spiders up there. But if there aren't, I'm not going up again. Oh, an Enderman. Hey buddy. I might go, So, an interesting thing to know about Enderman, which you may or may not know, yeah, that's the same one, I thought there were two, is during the day, on the surface, okay, he's aggroing, he's contradicting what I'm about to say, he should stop in a second, because it is the morning, and you're supposed to stop. Stop! I said stop! Is he actually attacking? I mean, he's running at me. Yep, he's real attacking me. Okay, let's get him. Yeah, so Enderman, they don't attack you during the day. That guy, I don't know what's on that guy. They do normally take a few moments to stop, so that's a bit reckless. Normally I have my little contraptions that stop them being able to get you, and then during the day they begin to lose interest. I want to do it again. Oh, I should have jumped in the water. Hey, dude. Okay, we got this. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy. Oh yeah, look. Oh, I literally. Okay, well this may take a few minutes. But if we get an ender pearl, then we'll have an ender pearl. It's not really that useful for anything. But I will have done it. I will have done this. I mean, it is useful. It could be useful in the future if I... Ow! Where is he? Oh. If he teleports underground, he'll probably stay there. That is what it's supposed to do. So that was probably all for nothing. Yeah, I think he's gone forever. Oh well, let's go. Yeah. Oh, I'll get that dirt. Dirt. Also, unusually valuable at the moment. I'll get that dirt, and who knows? Maybe there's some spiders in here, but maybe not. No. Well, that was fun. That's my usual level of success that I have in this game. But in the end, we can get on top of it. Yeah, there'll be some bumps in the road. But you know what, that's just the life of an extreme survival Minecraft player, which is what I am. Okay, let's start doing this. Let's make more of the stairs. Okay, so this is like I was doing before. Here's... Oh. Excuse me. Yikes. that was reckless. Get a few... I'm gonna sniff at a few raw flesh if don't know who gift horse in the mouth, you know. Okay. Yeah, so the way this works, I mean, I'm sure you can obviously see what I'm trying to achieve here. Basically, this is going to be a big dark room. Monsters are going to spawn in on these levels, and these are 2 blocks. These are all 2 blocks high. Mobs are comfortable. Oh, that was stupid. Mobs are comfortable dropping down 2 blocks, so they'll want to drop every now and then, but obviously they won't be able to get back up. So they'll get fed down into that inner ring there. And if you just leave them to it, it is possible that they'll gradually push each other off into the bottom. But we're going to be helping them out a little bit. We'll get to that later. Because you do get better drops from mobs if you blasted. I don't know what you mean. Was that by the end of me? You do get better drops if you're the one that kills the mob. So, and that includes if you're the one that pushes them of the big drop that you just created. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll get better experience and better drops. We'll get some of those good zombie drops I was talking about. Okay, maybe I'll try and put 1 more. We'll go up 2 more and build the roof across there. We probably don't have enough dirt at the moment to do that, so I'll have to go get some more. But that's fine. We all love collecting dirt, don't we? Nothing wrong with dirt collecting. I'm gonna need a better escape route. Is it becoming dark? No, it's in the middle of the day. yeah, so this shouldn't take too much longer. Just like a day. Just, everything takes quite a long time. But once we've got this done, we stand a chance of getting some more seeds. For, well, I say seeds, more carrots and potatoes from zombies, which would be nice. And we might be able to get a bow and arrows. But after that, the next project, once we've done this, I'm going to be thinking about going into the Nether. So that'll be a bit more interesting. Although what I do in the Nether, maybe not quite as interesting as the headline of the task. I'm going to be building a zombie pigman farm. And using that, we'll be able to get ourselves some. Yeah, using that, we'll be able to get ourselves some golden swords, which will help us out a lot. Well, I mean, theoretically, it would help us out a lot if I was able to get fighting stuff. But we'll make do. We'll make do. It'll be better than nothing. And it'll be having the swords. It's a nice comfort blanket, isn't it? It feels like you have some answer to the great variety of evils in this world. At the moment, I'm doing fine though. At the moment, I've got my dirt block, and I got specifically these 2 dirt blocks to keep the evils of the world at bay. Or I could harvest that farm. No, I won't. I've got business to attend to. I have some dirt to collect. What time is it? Where's the sun? Why can't I see this? Oh, it's there. Obscured by cloud. Oh, earlier, Savage, you said I read blasted, but you said belated. Interesting. I don't remember what was belated, but thanks for your engagement. I appreciate it. Okay, we've got a little bit more in here. Let's get this out. How much do you reckon we need? Probably. Well, the thing is, I'm gonna need enough to build, do one more, maybe 2 more loops around the top, and then do the roof, and then I'm gonna need 128 to be able to build my super fun patented tower. But I mean, we've gone for an hour so far, so maybe I will, maybe I'll finish off building it, and then maybe call it a day. Perhaps I'll go sort out my farm to finish. A nice relaxing little finish. Do a little bit of agriculture, make the world a bit prettier. I mean, if we just do a little bit every day, we'll be a garden paradise in no time. Yeah, and then probably off stream I will do a little. Oh, well, that wasn't a good sound. Well, he's not here, it isn't. And then off stream I'll probably do a bit more. In fact, maybe I'll even finish building the mob farm off stream. Yeah, let's do that. I'll go do some farm stuff. I'll go sleep. I'll go sleep, and tomorrow morning let's expand my pretty little farm, and then call it a day. Oh. Thanks for turning up, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. It's been nice having someone to talk to. Oh, look at these guys. You're doing great. You're doing great. You guys are doing very well. But I am about to murder you, I guess? Is harvesting plants murder? Is it I guess it is killing the plants. Hey, no probs. It was cool. It was cool. Thanks a lot. Okay. Let's Oh wait, if I increase my farm, I'm gonna use all this. That's fine. That's fine. That's what I was collecting this dirt for, to build a farm. Oh, and I'll run down. Wait, I don't have. Oh, I've got slots already to put a few seeds in. Okay. Well, let's just. Oh man, zombies are gonna destroy that again though after I've done it. Either way, let's complete this bit of farm, and it'll look nice for a bit of time before a zombie comes, or me, or until I come and travel on it. There we go. Oh, bountiful. Maybe now I'll actually start eating one every. Okay, I need to. Oh. Need to keep an eye on the damage of this hoe. I don't want to destroy it before I've repaired it. Okay, let's harvest these guys. And I should go get some more. Wait, I have clay, I just need to cook it. Well, maybe next time I'll cook up some more clay. I have one more. Maybe I have one more. I have at least one more plant pot. Oh, it wasn't your time, buddy. It wasn't your time. Sorry. I have at least one more flower. I might have some more than that. We can find a few other little places to plant them around. So, it's going to be a while. Well, so the next stage with the farm, as I say, might be able to get some carrots and... Oh, I've got some seeds over there. Maybe I'll get some carrots and potatoes. And the nice thing about them is that whereas wheat grows up and becomes yellow, they grow up and become green. So if I spread farms of carrots and potatoes far and wide, the world will look quite green. But we might be able to... It is possible that we'll be able to find some grass in the future. I think there are rarely a few grass spots around, and we'll be able to build it up from there. But yeah, as I say, thanks a lot for turning up and tuning in. It's been really fun. Thanks for hanging out, and I'm feeling quite good about my little home I've got here. Got my farms just speaking out over the top, and yeah. So, see you next time, I guess. See ya.